eNCA can now reveal the original source of the firearms missing from the Norwood Police Station store. 4 of them have been found in the hands of criminals at 2 separate crime scenes in Gauteng and the North West. A police officer was killed during an incident in Brakpan in Ekurhuleni last month. Senior reporter Barry Bateman has this exclusive for us. He joins us now this hour on the Midday View. Barry, good afternoon. What do we know about the origin of these guns that yesterday you reported on exclusively that are missing from the Norwood Police Station?
Good afternoon, Dan. Well, what we know now is that these firearms that were being discovered at these crime scenes in the Northwest and Gauteng, and one of these scenes in Gauteng was linked to the murder of a police officer, have been traced back to a 2014 cache that was found near the Norwood Police Station. Now, at the time, National Police Commissioner Ria Piecha went out there. It was seen as a massive success for the SAPS. They found R1 rifles, R4, R5, as well as AK-47s and about 300 handguns in a stash in a house that was literally a stone throw from the Norwood Police Station. Those firearms were taken into the possession of the SAPS. They were sent away for ballistics testing and returned to the Norwood Police Station. So it is those firearms that are now turning up in the hands of criminals and what we know now potentially cop killers. And what we do understand as well is, well, the questions rather, Dan, why are these firearms still in? Why are they still at the particular store? Why have they not been destroyed? We do know that in that investigation in 2014, a couple, as well as their daughter and domestic worker, were arrested and accused of possession of these firearms. Their version was that they had met another man who had asked to rent their a facility on their property. They didn't ask any questions and it was stored there. We understand that that was accepted by the NPA and the charges were since withdrawn. So why were these firearms not destroyed? That is among the questions that are being asked at this stage.
Is it clear how many firearms we are talking about and exactly where are they? I mean, some of them, as you said, have been found in the hands of criminals.
That is the question, Dan, and that is perhaps what is so worrying about this. The Hawks simply don't know. They're conducting a significant audit of the SAPS 13 store at the Norwood Police Station. The cache that was found in 2013 is at least, 2014 rather, is at least 200 or 300 firearms. There are those rifles that I spoke about, which we understand to be police-issued rifles. There are handguns, which we also understand were handguns surrendered to the SAPS in the years earlier during amnesty periods, which would have been marked for destruction, but somehow ended up in this particular cache. So we're looking at a lot of firearms here, but the store at the Norwood Police Station is in such a shambles that investigators at this stage simply don't know which firearms are missing or how many of them are missing.
Well, the Hawks currently auditing that store. Are they saying anything at all about their audit?
No, they're remaining very, very tight-lipped on this one. I just put a query in not too long ago between this last discussion that we had, Dan. The Hawks are maintaining that position that their investigation is at a sensitive stage and they will release further details once it is at an appropriate stage. But we do know it is being taken very seriously. A high-level team of investigators are at the Norwood Police Station as you and I speak today, conducting that audit of the store.
Okay, thank you very much, Barry Bateman. We'll keep, of course, tracking that story. I mean, earlier I saw a report about the DA calling for now a national audit of missing firearms across the board in South Africa. Now, the South African Police Service is an easy target for violent criminals. That's according to the Democratic Alliance's Shadow Minister of Police, Andrew Whitfield. Whitfield says firearms belonging to the police and public are finding themselves onto the streets and into the hands of criminals. He says security measures at police stations are poor, so it's easy for criminals to target them.
SAPS members have been trafficking firearms into ganglands in the Western Cape, KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape for many, many years. And so SAPS is central to the illegal firearm problem in South Africa and complicit in the trade of illegal firearms. So while it absolutely is alarming, it doesn't come as a surprise. SAPS's security at their police stations is so woefully inadequate. And then, of course, SAPS members themselves, in many cases, being implicated and involved in coordinating these attacks.